Good day, we are Group 2. Today we'll talk about how people become minorities and its additional minority groups. These are the basic ways in which minority definitions develop according to sociologists, namely migration, colonialism, and annexation. First, let's talk about migration.
When people move or migrate from one society to another, they are commonly called minorities in this new society. Migration could be voluntary or could be involuntary. For instance, the incident of blacks who were forcibly brought to the American continent as slaves is one example of an involuntary migration. But most of the people who have migrated into the US have gone there through voluntary migration.
Second is colonialism.
Some people became minorities in their own country without ever leaving their place of birth. This happens when people from another country decide to settle in a new land and then take control of the society. We call this method of establishing control as colonialism. Examples within our own country are the Spanish and the American colonizers. When Magellan came to the Philippines, he already found tribes of people. After 333 years of Spanish colonization, here in the Philippines came the Americans. History is full of other examples of colonialism.
Third is annexation.
Citizens may turn out to be minority when their country is joined or annexed to another nation. Annexation could either be voluntary or involuntary. Annexation usually happens after war ends.
Now let's move on to additional minority groups. The LGBT community.
A sexual minority is a group whose sexual identity, orientation, or practices differ from the majority of the surrounding society. It can also refer to transgender, genderqueer, including third gender or intersex individuals.
PWDs, persons with disabilities.
This is normally a condition either caused by genetics or disease, accident, trauma, which may hamper a person's mental, sensory, or mobility functions to carry out or perform a task in the same way as a person who does not have a disability. People with a disability comes in different sizes, shapes, sex, color, and culture just as we all do. Another difference between a disabled and a normal individual is the ability to do things normally like the majority of the society.